What's up, everybody? A funeral held today for the Mobile Civic Center, plus fire pushed back today after hundreds flee the flames in Northwest Florida. And we'll even tell you just what the heck that gigantic building in Loxley will be. So click and stick right here as we light it up right now.
This is News 5 Now, streaming live to your neighborhood and around the world.
Hello, Internet family. I'm Akivia McFarland. Thanks for joining me for WKRG News 5 Now. We do this every day at 5:30 where we tell you the big stories, and we've also got the answers to the question of the day, your answers, and we're going to talk about how you guys chimed in on the Facebook poll as well. It's a little party we're going to have. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. We're going to start with the big stories that we're following for you right now. Number 5. Garcon Point residents back in their homes tonight after being told to flee from a brush fire Tuesday. Firefighters say they are keeping an eye on some hot spots near Mary Kitchens Road in Santa Rosa County. 400 homes evacuated for a short while as 6 tractors, airplanes, a helicopter, and a bunch of firefighters protected buildings and tightened the circle on the flames. Florida forestry officials say nobody was hurt and no buildings were damaged, and that's the great news here. They are still trying to figure out exactly how it got started. Number 4. A 12-year-old dead tonight. His 16-year-old brother faces a manslaughter charge. Although the teen is charged as an adult, Alabama law protects his identity. Little brother Clatavion Smoke died at a home on Snyder Drive on August 11th. Investigators don't know where the teen got the gun. They say he used to shoot his little brother. The accused is set for an arraignment Thursday morning. Number 3. Congressman Matt Gaetz continues his campaign to represent Northwest Florida for a 5th term. Gaetz easily beat Republican challenger Aaron Dimmock in Tuesday's primary election. Gaetz takes on Democratic challenger Gay Vallimont in November. Number 2. Big digs on the way in Baldwin County, and I'm sure people are excited for this one. That new industrial center to create hundreds of jobs. The 12 million square foot Port Alabama Industrial Center going up in Loxley. Mobile port expansion and explosive growth in Baldwin County set the stage for this groundbreaking. The first phase of the build is to be completed next fall, so you be on the lookout for that if you're in Loxley. And number 1. Building in Baldwin County and tearing down in Mobile today. The Civic Center demolition begins. Mobile Mayor Sandy Stimpson took control of an excavator and knocked down the Civic Center sign in front of the arena. Demolition crews have already fenced off the area. They are also removing asbestos. Wednesday's ceremonies included a second-line funeral for the facility, and that's very appropriate, very Mobile, right? The paper-mache Civic Center was put into the back of a hearse for a parade lap around the venue. In March, the city announced plans to tear down the 60-year-old building and replace it with a new $300 million facility, and we are super excited to see that go up. But it's the end of an era. The Mobile Civic Center is gone, but I'm just loving that second line they had going on. But there you go. That is a look at our big stories at this hour. But now it's time for us to go ahead and talk about our question of the day and share your answers. So the question was, Oprah just revealed her biggest regret. I think her biggest regret had something to do with her starting her network before ending her show. She wishes that she could go back and do that a little differently. So the question is, what's something that you would go back and change if you could? Now, let's go ahead and see what you all had to say. Now, last time I looked through these, I haven't looked, so we're doing a blind look here. I'm very excited to see what you all say. All right. So someone says that their biggest regret was ever watching Oprah. Not an Oprah fan. I see, it's okay. She's got plenty of fans out there. Someone else says their biggest regret was not having a prenuptial agreement when they married their first husband. I guess there's a life lesson to be learned there, and for all people who maybe haven't gotten married yet, that's something to seriously look into. Someone says the color of sunlight. That's an interesting take. Let's go ahead and keep looking. Let's keep looking and see what else everyone has to say. Someone says, again, I guess not a big Oprah Winfrey fan, from Erlene Cruz. Someone says their whole 30s. There you go. That's an interesting answer. And so, and someone just said they're not going to tell us. Their regret is so real. Darcy says she's not even going to tell us. So, all right, very interesting, our question of the day there. These always have some really interesting answers. So let's talk about what our next one is going to be. Actually, we're going to switch gears and go to our Facebook poll. That's where we're heading now. And we wanted to see if you could predict the winner of the Florida Republican primary. So before the polls closed, we asked you guys, who are you rooting for? Four-term Congressman Matt Gaetz or newcomer Aaron Dimmock? 67% of you said Matt Gaetz, 33% of you voted Aaron Dimmock, and it looks like the majority voted correctly with Matt Gaetz because he did win it all Tuesday night. So, of course, we always have your local election updates right here on WKRG. So here's what you do next. You're going to go over to Facebook, like the WKRG Facebook page, and get ready to answer our next question of the day. And this is going to be a good one. What is your dream job? I'm blessed to say I'm living mine. And I want to hear what your answers are too. And next, don't forget to vote on our next Facebook poll as well. This is what we want you to vote on. Alabama has set a nitrogen death execution date for Carrie Grayson. Do you support the death penalty? And I'm sure that'll get some pretty serious answers there as well. But as always, we will share those results with you. So make sure you come back tomorrow right here at 5:30 and we'll get you all filled in. But in the meantime, you know what time it is. It's time to turn on your TV. That way you're ready for WKRG News 5 at 6 when it starts very shortly. And then we'll do it all over again. Thank you so much for joining us for WKRG News 5 Now. Have a great night.